All right, here with reaction, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. In light of what I just played there, and well, by the way, good job. You were ahead of the curve. Give you a lot of credit.
Thank you.
But in light of now what we know and when we knew it and when they knew it, what does that tell you?
Well, what are we talking about is something new. So number one, Comey tells Stephanopoulos, I never told Trump it was paid for by his political opponent. What's more important, they used the Steele dossier as the reason to get the warrant, and they never told the court it was financed by Trump's political opponent. They never told the court that FBI has information that is all hearsay and bar talk and not reliable from the man who briefed Christopher Steele. They changed documents to the court to say that Carter Page was not working with the CIA when he was, and that guy at the Department of Justice, Kleinsmith, went to jail. So they lied to the court repeatedly, and what have we found? We now know that the Democrats were working with the Soros Foundation as early as January of 2016 to start the storyline that Trump was in bed with the Russians. In 2015, Hillary Clinton had a State Department server in her basement that was hacked by the Russians. This was a huge problem for her. Obama said, apparently, I don't want this to darken my presidency, so they were worried about it costing her, and they also had to change the subject, she did, by accusing Trump of being tied to the Russians. Two things happened. Now, what do we know now from the Durham disclosure? That the Soros Foundation is in discussions with the Democrats about accusing Trump of being in bed with the Russians. This is something I didn't know before. That was as early as January of 2016. So the question is for the New York Times, you say that the Durham report said that this was not reliable. They did not say that. So I'm going to ask the FBI and the CIA if this is reliable information. Because if it is reliable, it shows that the plot included the Democrats as early as January of 2016.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Based on the timeline and based on your questioning and what they knew when, do you believe that your questions are now relevant evidence in all of this grand conspiracy case that apparently Kash Patel has opened up?
I think what's relevant now is that we were able to prove, thanks to you and all your guests, I spent 2 years of my life on your show being accused of being a crackpot and a kook because we were making
3
up.
years. No,
3
be
years.
fair.
Okay.
It was 3 years.
3 years.
And
okay.
We're both referred to as crackpots and kooks, so that's okay.
We were told by 51 intelligence experts that the Hunter laptop was Russian disinformation. It turned out to be true. What the Russian collusion was between the Clinton campaign, Christopher Steele, and a Russian. They colluded to accuse President Trump of something he did not do. Now, this Durham annex is important because it shows another character in this play, in this movie, George Soros's foundation. Now, they say they're nonpartisan. That'd be like me saying I'm very tall. It's not true. So we now know, because of what the Durham report reveals to us, ongoing conversations between Democrats and the Soros Foundation in January, 6 months before they opened up Crossfire Hurricane. They were cooking up the storyline in January of 2016. That's what I didn't know until now, if the emails are legitimate.
Okay, let me read two parts of this annex. Julie says it will be a long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Bernardo was quoted as writing July 25th. This is 2016. Now it is good for the post-convention bounce. Later, the FBI will put more oil into the fire. Now, one more. R-S-C, Hillary Rodham Clinton, approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. Senator, I don't know. Where I grew up, I'd call that a smoking gun. What do you call it?
That's a smoking howitzer. What it is, if it's legitimate, before Crossfire Hurricane was opened by the FBI, there's a conversation the FBI is going to oil the case before they even open up the case. It's a statement that Hillary Rodham Clinton signed off on an effort to link Trump to Russia that was a bunch of BS. It was a smoking gun beyond belief if it's true. What it shows that they were conspiring, Democrats and the Soros Foundation were conspiring to accuse President Trump of being a Russian agent to deflect from the email problems that Hillary Clinton had. This is a big friggin' deal. Can you imagine if the shoe were on the other foot? We're not going to give up on this. We're not going to be intimidated. We're not going to let this go. I'm going to try to tell you and your listeners whether or not this information is true. If it is true, it is a conspiracy to defraud the American people.
All right, Senator Lindsey Graham, I know we'll have you on often about this. We appreciate your time, and those questions were vital. I'm glad you asked them back in the day. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.